We got to talk about this. We got to talk about it. It's going to be a lot of glazing, but you already know we not biased here. You hear me? I don't let none marinate. We get straight to the sauce. Everything saucy. AKA Mr. Whip It to the Oils, AKA Mr. Arm and Hammer. But at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford retired. I knew this was going to happen, and I always say this and I always state this. Every time he became undisputed, he never defended his undisputed status. So, the reason I'm bringing this up, quote me if I'm wrong, right? In our eyes, just like Teofimo, we know Teofimo is undisputed. We know getting a lineal title makes you undisputed, but we watched Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, and at the end of the fight, they said, and the new undisputed champion of the world, Teofimo, to take over Lopez. The world seen that. But on paper, you don't pay those sanctioning fees, which means you will not defend your undisputed status, which means every time you became undisputed, you drop your status because you ain't wanted to pay no sanctioning fee. So on paper, you're really not 3-time undisputed. You understand me? Just think about that. But at the end of the day, our eyes, we seen Crawford get in that ring and become undisputed. But the key thing that gets me mad right here, because I'm going to bring up some stuff, and shout out my guy, Santos Boxing. You know, he hit it right on the head. He hit it right on the head. And I'm going to get to that. But my problem is every time, like, you just got there. You just got there. Now you want to drop the ball. Now you want to lay your cards down. You just got there. You wanted this all your life. Now you just got there, right? And it's every time you become undisputed, why you don't defend your undisputed status so the world can know that you're one of the greats. Right now, you got the opportunity to fix your resume because your resume is not like that. Everybody, your whole resume, everybody was injured. You feel me? People already saying you're in a Canelo situation. Canelo took a dive. Everybody saying Canelo took a dive. For 150 million, everybody saying he took a dive. You know, but we know you had therapeutic use exemption during that fight. But the key thing my guy N.Y. Santos said, he said, bro, our condolences to the Conte family, but he said, damn, ever since Victor Conte passed away, now he want to retire. Now he want to retire. All them people don't know the sauce like Conte, right? So now he want to retire because you got to understand, right? At 135, 140, he wasn't knocking guys out. So when he moved to 147 and started dealing with Victor Conte, all knockouts happened. But you got to check the gloves and bitches be loaded. Remember, ever since he been at welterweight, all of the gloves always bust open. Saul, let me talk to you and say, you know, but you even hear, listen. His last time he was on the podium when he did that parade, when he was shouting everybody out, he had a doctor up there. What is a doctor doing with you? First of all, we all box, we all fighters, we don't run around with doctors. Oh, but I get it. Remember, every time he juice, he got to get plugged up to an IV. But I'm not putting that on him. I'm just letting you know because he went on Joe Rogan and said he used the IV every day. It ain't me making shit up. I'm stating what comes out the 3-time undisputed champ mouth. You know? But right now is your time to make everything happen. Now, the crazy thing is, the thumbnail we did in episode 33, the thumbnail we did is aging like fine wine. Everything we say here on All Facts, No Opinions in Santos Boxing, it ages like fine wine. Because we know what we're talking about. We're not biased. Listen, we love the sport. And we're happy that Bud is at a position where he can get the fights now to load up his resume. We understand he's old. We understand that all the top-ranked fighters retire at the age of 33, like Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley. Let me keep them out of it. But they're friends of this guy. You got to remember, Timothy Bradley helped start Bud's career over there at Top Rank with Cameron Duncan and them. But one thing about Cameron Duncan, the reason Bud Crawford was ducking boots, because they had the same manager. All of them niggas had the same manager, bro. And we all know Boots that nigga. We know he that motherfucking ball. We know that. These guys know that. The world know that. You feel me? When he was over there dealing with Cameron Duncan on Showtime, fighting the PBC fighters, all of the champions were scared to fight him. But what happened? He was beating former champions. He was beating the Olympians that was coming up with them. Only person he didn't get to beat up was Virgil Ortiz. And that's a fact. Just go back and do your history. But Bud was running from Boots because Boots was his mandatory 2 times. And Blue Blood, no, when Bozy told him, yo, cost Cameron Duncan Spinoza and we take the fight. That Blue Blood calling? No, we didn't. So stop the cap and stop the lies. Your opportunity is now. You could have finished out with Canelo, Charlo, Boots, Virgil, or the winner out of Boots and Virgil. So we know Boots going to win. So you could have had Charlo now in March, Canelo September, then get Boots. Could have finished your last 3 fights. But you finished in that 42 win. But great career for you. You got that money. We appreciate your time being here. Yes, Bud Crawford was blackballed. Yes, he should have been a pay-per-view star. Yes, he should have been making millions when he became undisputed the first time at 140. And he should have defended all of his titles at 140. But it makes you think, when you don't defend, did you pay any sanctioning fee? Because at the end of the day, everybody knows the WBC is the best belt. It's the champion belts of all belts. Once you get that green belt, man, it's off to the millions. You talk 10, 20, 30, 100 million type of dollar fights. But you know you got to pay those sanctioning fees. It's in the contract. It's in the contract way before you sign the contract. You're going to read it in black and white. But at the end of the day, this is what happened. And another thing before I go, is Bud going to be a puppet? Just ain't. Is he going to be a puppet? Because right now, it looks like he's a puppet. But at the end of the day, I'm up on out of here. Hit that subscribe button. You hear me? Go to Santos Box and hit that subscribe button. At the end of the day, you know we live later. We gonna cook up. You dig? I'm up on out of here. Dollar.